In a notable display of military prowess, a video surfaced today showcasing Ukraine's 28th Mechanized Brigade as they successfully capture Russian trenches from the rear. However, the daring maneuver quickly turns into a fierce firefight with the defending Russian forces, prompting the Ukrainian soldiers to retaliate with grenades, resulting in the death of several Russian troops before they eventually retreat. Simultaneously, the Ukrainian Army's 3rd Brigade released a gripping video showing its members initiating a determined assault on the Russian Army's 57th Motorized Rifle Brigade near Bachman. The engagement, captured through GoPro cameras operated by the 1st Mechanized Battalion of the brigade, adds to the intensity of the ongoing conflict. Ukraine remains steadfast in its efforts to quell the Russian occupation in the battered city of Bachman, where they have been making significant headway in their counteroffensive. Conversely, Moscow continues to present a contrasting narrative, asserting that their forces have effectively thwarted and contained Ukrainian advances in both the east and south regions. After over 500 days since the invasion commenced, Ukraine's counteroffensive, initiated early last month, focuses on capturing strategic clusters of villages in the southeast and gradually advancing on Russian forces that are entrenched in treacherous muddy terrain. Despite the challenges posed by the rugged landscapes and resolute Russian defenses, Ukrainian officials have expressed optimism about their recent progress. Notably, Ukrainian Ground Forces Commander General Alexander Tursky candidly affirms on the Telegram messaging app, "The city is under the fire control of our defense forces, and the enemy is being pushed out of their positions in the south." Adding to this sentiment, General Alexander Tarnowski shares on the same platform that Ukrainian forces remain on the move, resulting in substantial losses for Russian troops, equivalent to hundreds of men in the last 24 hours. However, the hostilities extend beyond the battlefield, with allegations of new Russian attacks targeting civilian sites. A particularly devastating attack involved the humanitarian aid distribution point in the southeast, which claimed the lives of 7 innocent civilians, as reported by emergency services. Additionally, in the eastern region, 2 more lives were lost due to Russian shelling. Moscow vehemently denies such actions and contends that they do not target civilian areas, despite mounting evidence indicating otherwise. In the realm of international relations, President Zelensky firmly stands by his country's alignment with NATO. He asserts that the majority of NATO members unequivocally support Ukraine, and the upcoming Vilnius summit holds the potential to confirm Ukraine's de facto membership in the military alliance. President Zelensky confidently emphasizes, "When we applied for NATO membership, we spoke candidly. De facto, Ukraine is already part of the alliance. Our weapons are the weapons of the alliance, and our values align with the principles upheld by NATO." The ongoing conflict has attracted close observation from expert analysts, including retired Australian general and renowned strategist Mick Ryan. Drawing from his time on the ground with Ukrainian commanders, Ryan opines that Ukraine has adopted a broad front strategy. This strategic approach involves steadily mounting pressure across a wide front against the Russian forces, while seeking the most opportune location to penetrate the Surovice line, a formidable defense barrier constructed under General Soronkin's guidance. Ryan contends that Ukraine's current offensive is designed to isolate, demoralize, split, and ultimately penetrate Russian forces, relying on close combat, decisive action, and combined arms obstacle breaching. When Ukraine succeeds in penetrating the Russian defenses, it leaves the adversary in a precarious position. Ukraine presents data on visually confirmed equipment losses gathered by open-source intelligence organization ORAX, indicating that Russia has incurred 45% more equipment losses during the first month of Ukraine's summer offensive. Nevertheless, the situation on the battlefield remains challenging to independently verify, and Russia has yet to acknowledge Ukrainian territorial gains. As the conflict endures, Moscow continues to control significant swaths of territory in both eastern and southern Ukraine following its full-scale invasion on February 24, 2022. The situation on the ground is fluid and dynamic, with both sides fiercely determined to achieve their objectives. The conflict's human toll, infrastructural damage, and geopolitical ramifications remain at the forefront of international concern. As the world watches the developments unfold, the plight of civilians,